Hola! That one girl. So, going on from what I was just stating, this sister had just texted me and kind of guilted me into why I'm not accepting friend requests and why I'm not visiting with her. I'm not responding. I'm honoring that arrangement because I really don't want to bother anyone. I don't want to pull anyone away from the religion. That's not my intention. She's mad at me and she's got hurt feelings, and if I say anything, that's really not going to do any good. So my silence is all I can do. And Kim, if you see this, that's why. It's not because I don't like you. We really weren't friends. I'm just going to call it out right here. I did a lot for you, but there wasn't anything done in return. And a friendship is that. It's okay to expect a return favor every once in a while. I'm not saying only be friends for what they can do for you. I'm saying that any relationship, any, is a give and take relationship. So if you find that you're just receiving, and your giving friend who's already giving, as just a giving person, is giving, you are going to make them tired. And honestly, to someone who's really giving and to someone who is a taker, this is going to sound terrible, but it's the best illustration I can give you. It's like a booger on your finger that you just can't get off. You shake it, it just ends up somewhere else on your body. You don't know where it came from. So you got to get rid of those kind of friends. Those are not friends. Those are energy suckers. I'm sorry, Kim, but if you want to be a friend, then you can call yourself a friend. Otherwise, you just are sucking your friends dry when you don't give back. I love you, so please work on that, and I guarantee you will have such close friends, but I have to bow out of that one. So back to our stages of grief. We find we are bargaining with our friends, so we will try to still be able to visit with them and keep lines of communication open. I'm still struggling with that. The love that I have for my dad, for my son, and namely my best friend, and even my sister. It's hard. It really is hard. So I still find myself in the bargaining situation in this particular grief process. I go back and forth. Sometimes there is no way around it. There are times, and oh my goodness, we want to talk to our family. Don't get me wrong here. I have cried. I have really struggled with not being able to see my family that I saw daily. It's been hard. So please don't think that I'm just throwing them out. But when you see something that's toxic, you can either die from it or stop taking it. And I have to stop taking it. And maybe you'll find that you have to as well. And if you do, then don't find yourself, if you find yourself needing desperately that love from a particular family member or a family member, any family member, if you're just, or friend, try to reroute that and use that energy to make some new friends. There's nothing in the world that says you can't have these same people as friends later on. The life and world changes. You never know. If you've gotten to the conclusion, as I have, that you are done with this religion, that you are done with the organization, then you have also come to the conclusion, whether you like it or not, or whether it feels good or not, whether it sounds right or sounds good or not. If you come to that conclusion, then you know you're going to lose your family. That's so hard. But it doesn't mean you're going to forever lose your family. They also have a choice. And if they realize you have the very best of intentions and you seriously want answers, and if the answers are not there and you are no longer going to be gullible, then don't bargain, okay? Hold to your guns. Know for a fact that this is what you believe and you know it to be true. and play by their rules. It's not going to be good for them either, and perhaps it might shorten the time. If you know you don't want to be a Jehovah's Witness anymore, like I do, then live your life. If your family wants to be part of it, they will. They are the ones putting up the wall. They are the ones that have put that restriction of love on you. Don't let that power be taken from you. Keep that power. If they don't want to give you love, don't throw yours away at it. Use it to find a good, solid relationship, and I can guarantee you I have this already, so I can look at you square in the eye and promise you there are amazing people out there. There are people that love bigger than any witness you could ever love or have ever said love you. Don't get me wrong, I was a very honest and loving witness, and I'm out there now, so there are others too. But you know what I mean, right? There's people out there. I'm out there. You know, if I'm out there and I mean it and I'm genuine, I would be best friends with everybody if I could, as long as they didn't stab me in the back. But there's people that don't. There really is. I don't. And if I'm out there, then there's other people that don't. So I'm going to find them. And you can come along for the ride if you guys want to. It seems like I've got people that want to see how this goes. And honestly, I'm willing to be that guinea pig because I know my truth. I don't need to have anybody tell me my truth. So I am finding it. And I can guarantee you that my situation here is really down and low and depressing. But I see hope, I see truth, and I see life for the first time, really, in a whole different set of eyes, and I really do think it'll be amazing. It doesn't matter if I'm poor, it doesn't matter if I have to hitchhike back home to see my boy, it doesn't matter. I am just super stoked that I get to really live my life the way I should have been able to all along. How my gut feels and what's really right. So put the bargaining away, play by their rules for a little bit, and let them see how hard it is. Because they're choosing it, and they don't have to. They can decide to love without conditions, and everything will be just as it should. Really, religion should not interfere with family anyway. So, the other thing that I would like to talk to you about with the 5 stages of grief is depression. I have been there, my friends. I have been at the deepest of dark places. I have been at the lowest of lows. I hope there's no more lower than that. And it's hard to come back from. But it can be. It can.